Good morning, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Yay. I just heated up my burrito and took a few bites. It's a little too hot, so I'm going to wait. My kids are at PE. When we come back, I think I'm just going to jump right into the math lesson because we have the smokehouse visit today. And then we have the firefighters coming to my buddy teacher's room and we're going to join them. So I'm going to interweave iReady and stations and I need my monster activities in between those things. So I was just making a plan on a sticky note to stick on my lesson plans to make it work. I think that'll work. Probably, though, by the time we get to the smokehouse, they're going to be behind, so it's going to throw our schedule all completely off, but we'll just see. I thought I'd show you what I was wearing today. So I've got this, like, tank top from a long time ago. Like, it's from Fashion Bug. We don't even have a Fashion Bug anymore. I have leggings from Walmart that I just recently purchased, so if you want them, you could probably find them at your Walmart. These earrings and bracelet are from Dress Barn. The ring is from Walmart. The little sweater thing you've seen before is from Maurice's. And my flip-flops are probably from Walmart a few years ago. Okay, I'm going to back up so you can see what I've got on, and then I will tell you what we did for Power Hour. Okay, for Power Hour today, originally the activity I was going to do is a Write the Room, where you post the cards around the room and you have the kids go and write their answers on a recording sheet. So this is obviously not the color version. This is the one I made the kids. So instead of doing that, I thought, you know what, that's going to be kind of hard because they check the answer with a QR code reader on the iPads. I'm like, that's going to be hard for them to all go to one card and check it. So I just copied the cards directly, onto paper. So I did 12 of them. There are lots more in this packet. There are like, I don't know, 40 some maybe? I don't know. There's a lot. And I did have a recording sheet, but I'm like, why don't they just write it directly on the paper? Because I'm not going to use these again, especially since I double-sided them. So I had the kids write the answers on here. And then I said, when you're finished, come show me, and you can get an iPad and check them. So I showed them how to use the QR code reader. Most kids already knew how to do it because we've done stuff before with them. But not all kids, so I got to show some kids new things. So they checked their answers, and I said, how'd you do? And they're like, I got them all right. I'm like, yay! Then we did, let me find the other thing we did. We did this activity, which is just another strategy to find the answer, because there is regrouping on this page. But I got this from one of my buddy teachers, so I'm not sure where it came from. And then for my early finishers, I gave them a mystery picture. This is from that Carroll's Place Value Mystery Pictures pack. And as always, I will try to remember to link everything below. So that was cool. They didn't get very far, but that was okay. Have you noticed I'm all like scratched up? It's from Mango. These are Mango marks because she just doesn't know how to operate those claws without poking you to death. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, I'm going to do my math lesson when the kids get back from PE. And then I found a fire safety video on BrainPop, and I want to show them that. And then we're going to do some fire safety stuff for social studies today. I totally forgot. Social studies / science. Totally forgot about that. I'm kind of throwing the rock thing out because I'm not going to be able to be consistent with it. I introduced them to rocks and minerals yesterday, and we took the little easy quiz and the hard quiz on BrainPop. That was about as far as I got. And then I started on writing because we didn't get to the writing as much as I wanted to yesterday. So they got to get their personal narratives done. The end of the quarter is next Friday, and I got to do report cards. So they have to have their writing done. So I'm trying to get them moving on that. A lot of them think they're finished. So now we need to get to the part where they can share with a partner and see if they need to add anything. I need to give them the rubric so they can look at it and make sure they've got everything they're supposed to have. We've talked about it, but they haven't actually gotten their own. So we'll do that. I think that's about it. Yeah, I'm trying to get my activity. I'm going to do something special tomorrow in Power Hour. And I want to do something special with my class tomorrow, which is math related. And then Friday, I'm hoping that I can do my big shebang to where I won't let the kids come in the classroom until after specials because they go to specials at 8:15. So I'm just going to keep them in the hallway so it's a surprise because I don't want them to come in and see everything and then be gone and then not get to do any of it. So if I can pull it off, I'll share it with you. If I can't pull it off, I will hold on to it and show show it to you when I do it. All right, I'm going to get back to work because I've got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it as always. So I will try to check back in with you later. Ooh, who's winning over here? Anybody? Oh, so far.
Too good. Now get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Is that a secret? Who's winning over here? Okay, let's play.
Okay.
Who's winning? Nobody yet?
I just won the.
You won the other one? Congratulations.
I did too. I'm actually. I just did. Respawned. Respawned. I got mad because I couldn't put my O there because I accidentally already put it there, and I did this and the eraser flew off.
Oh my goodness.
Ready? Look.
Yeah, let's throw that pencil away when you're done, okay?
Okay, I'm strong.
Okay. Alright.
Your turn. We both won at a different time.
You did?
Right there.
Yeah. You can get off the table there, buddy. Have a rematch.
Now it's your turn.
Good afternoon. It's Thursday and I had no time to get on the camera today. I got my flu shot during plan time and it took a long time to get to me. So I stood there for about 20 minutes. And then when I got back here, I needed to run around and get stuff ready for things. So sorry about that. To recap the day for Power Hour, we did a tic-tac-toe game that I found. It's a different one. It had regrouping on it, so I did the old school whiteout and changed the numbers a little bit. They really liked it. And the other thing we did was, I forgot. I'll have to go look. I don't remember. It was a game of some kind. I'll try to find it. Shoot. Oh, it was a pumpkin. Yeah. It was like a color by number. There were pumpkins above all of the 2-digit addition problems. And after they found the answer to all of them, then they got to look at the key and they colored each pumpkin according to what the answer to the problem was. So it was really cute. I said, oh, you're going to have a very colorful pumpkin patch when you're finished. I think they enjoyed it. I asked the teachers to send their students with their school boxes, so we had the crayons because they needed specific colors. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to pick out like 20 blues and 20 whatever. So it worked out great. Monday we'll have the same group. All week next week we'll have the same group. And we will be doing word problems. So I found a Halloween word problem game. The problem with it was I didn't realize it was a game. And you're supposed to like cut the little word problems strips out. And then people draw a strip and they solve the problem and they can move on the game board. Well, that would be great in a small group. And I'll probably use it with my class in a small group. But for a group of like 18 students, it's not going to work real well. So what I did was I screenshot like 4 of the story problems. I made sure there was no regrouping and I made sure it was addition because this game has a mixture of everything. So I picked ones that were just addition and I put 1 to a page on PowerPoint slides and I made a packet of 4 and I just double-sided it so they have 2 pages with 4 story problems because what we're doing is we're practicing that cubes strategy that I've showed you before. My poster is up here. I can show you. But it's circle the numbers, underline the question, box the action, like the math action words, evaluate what steps do I take, and then solve and check. So it's that right there. So really we do cub, but they do evaluate and check their problems. So yeah, I did not show you what I'm wearing, so let me go back. I'm really out of sorts because this is not my normal time of day to do this. Okay. It's colder today. It was only like 52 today. I've got this little, I think it's called a twofer or something. It's a little tank top thing that came with this little over sweater thingy cover or whatever. Came from Walmart. I got it on my birthday when I did that shopping spree. And so I got a couple of them. So there's this one. And then this is from Maurice's. This is from Walmart. These are from Maurice's. These are from Maurice's. My shoes are from Maurice's. My pants are from Maurice's. I just noticed I have marker on me. Woes of a teacher. You always come home with something on you. At least it's marker. There could be worse things. And I'm pretty sure that's it. So let me back up so you can see it all. And then I'll try to show you some of the things that we've been working on. So I got my flu shot there. And this was a very handy outfit to be wearing because I just had to do that. Okay, remember I talked about how I have some kids that just cannot be quiet, especially during math, which is really frustrating because you can't get anything done. So I have quiet zones. Here's zone 1. Over here is zone 2. And they're really just cheesy. I just whipped them up. And here's zone 3. Honestly, didn't want to spend a lot of time and make anything super fancy and cool and laminated and pretty because I'm hoping not to need them very soon because they really need to get themselves together. Okay, something that we have done. Well, we have made our book project for AR, so everybody finished. So we have been reading I Need My Monster, and then we sequenced it. And they got to make a monster to go with it. So that's their book project. So I've got a whole pile of monsters I need to display somewhere in the hallway. Oh, also, sorry, over here. If you saw me last year at all during this time, you would have seen these in action. These work great for 10 frames because there are 10 spots. These came from Dollar Tree. I don't think they have these exact ones this year, but they have something similar. Last year I got pumpkins and skulls. And I got this from the Dollar Spot last year. How cute. And these came from the Dollar Spot this year. They had different ones last year. But they usually have jack-o'-lantern erasers. So my kids that were having trouble making a 10 to add, this is a great visual and a manipulative for them. So I had a couple of friends that usually work with my volunteer, and I just kind of showed her how that works and I gave them the reteach page from the Go Math lesson that we taught that in, which was 3.3. Yes, recalling sums for addition facts using the Make a 10 strategy. Well, we did that last year too, and there was a lot of groaning and sighing and sadness and frustration on my part and theirs. This year, I totally knew what I was doing, so it wasn't a big deal. But anyway, I even have one little guy that's really super good at math. But some of these strategies are a little weird for him because he does a lot in his head. And so, unfortunately, he got very frustrated yesterday during the lesson. And I'm like, I think I'll pull him aside. I did not have those here yesterday, or I would have gotten them out for the entire class. I went home and dug in my basement, and I found all the goodies. So I just brought the whole dang thing. Plus, you know, me and erasers were like this. So, me and erasers. It's a love affair. Yeah, so I have lots of those so we can help those kiddos that are struggling. And sometimes they need to manipulate it to do it because they're still really young. They're still 7 in here. Yeah, okay. This is something that I'm planning to do tomorrow. I don't know what happened to the mouth. Something got stuck on it, I guess. I don't know. Look at this. How cute. An Addition Arachnid. This is an Amy Lemon's product from Step into Second Grade. And you can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. She has the pieces for everything. So there are legs that have different symbols in them and different bows. So girls have hair bows and boys have neck bows. Yes. And you can put it whatever color you want. There is a spider web on there you can print out. And so I made one as an example, and I'm going to do, I think we're going to do doubles because my kids have trouble remembering them. We'll start with 3 because kids don't generally have trouble with 1 plus 1 and 2 plus 2. But after that, it gets a little fuzzy sometimes. So yeah, I will have them do 3 plus 3, 4 plus 4, 5 plus 5, 6 plus 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So they should be fluent in those because they're supposed to be fluent to facts up to 20. The sum is 20. So that's something we're going to do tomorrow. Plus I have something else in store. I'm not doing the big giant thing that I had planned to do because of time. I'm not able to get it in tomorrow. But I am doing it next Friday. So I'm not trying to string you along, I promise. It just didn't work out for this week. So I'm substituting something else in its place that's going to be almost as cool. So I just need to get some of the stuff prepared tonight. I've already got things printed. I just need to assemble things. And I'll show you the whole process tomorrow when I explain it to you. So I think that'll be fun. And then in the afternoon, we have our co-teacher, the reading teacher that comes. She's going to talk about poetry with us because her sister's poetry group is having a contest. And students that are interested can make a poem and enter it in the contest. That reminds me, I'm supposed to choose my favorite poem. That's like asking me what my favorite chocolate is. I don't know. It's chocolate. I like it. So I'm going to have to kind of think about that a little bit. Because she wants me to share my favorite poem with the class, and then she wants to share her favorite poem with the class. Honestly, I love the Jabberwock. But for second grade, they're going to all be like, what? But I think it's perfect for Halloween time, don't you? So maybe I'll just read a little snippet of it, and I can be talking about listen to the descriptive words. Like, we don't even know what they mean, but don't you kind of feel what they mean by the way they sound? Very onomatopoeia-ish. Yes, so that's the one that popped in my head when I thought about my favorite poem. So I've sung it too because it was made into a song. Anyway, I think that'll be my choice for that. Gosh, I don't know what else to tell you. Everybody finished their monster projects. I'm really excited. It took us 2 days, so I'm so glad we got it done. I'm looking at my plans over here if you're wondering where my head is going. We had counseling this afternoon, so I knew that I had to get that stuff done. I went ahead and let them do like Flashlight Friday on a Thursday today for those that were finished. So a couple of them didn't get to do it, but that just happens sometimes. So most of them got to do Flashlight Thursday. So that's nice. Several of my students have reached their 100% AR goal. I have 8 of them so far. Some of them are very, very close. They're like in the 80s and 90 percentages. So we're close. We have 1 week left. Our quarter ends 1 week from tomorrow. So I've told them, I said, guys, you really got to get cracking on those. If you want to get your 100% goal, you're going to have to really, really work hard. Yeah. And I give them time every day to read and every day to test. So if they're not doing it, it's because they're not using their time wisely. They should be reading their book at home and be ready to test when they come to school, because they have a lot more time to read at home, theoretically, than they do during class. Plus, it's quieter at home, probably, in most cases. Okay, I'm going to get myself together. This is the spooky stories thing that I told you I made to go with the word problems. So I just used a background from Krista Walden from TPT. I think it was a free Borders set. And I just screenshot, so this is one of those little cards. I screenshot it and plopped it on the page, and I just added a text box and just named it Spooky Stories and had a name spot. So we're going to use our cube strategy to circle the numbers, underline, box, and then evaluate, and what's the other one? Solve and check. And they'll have space they can draw it out if they want to. They definitely need to write the addition sentence at least and show their work a little bit. So I gave them a workspace, and like I said, there are 4 of these. This is my original, so it doesn't have it double-sided. But yeah, there are 4 of them. You can see they're numbered. So I just picked ones that looked good that didn't have subtraction in them because we have not done that yet in 2nd grade. I didn't want to confuse things since we're doing addition right now. Okay, I'm going to put my doubles facts on my little spider and get myself ready to get out of here because it's almost time to go. Woo, woo, woo. Sorry I didn't get back on yesterday. It just got a little too crazy and busy. I was trying to get them really going on their monster stories and stuff like that, and trying to get their personal narratives wrapped up. Today, I had them sequence their personal narrative into first, next, then last. So almost all of them got that done in one sitting because they'd already done the writing beforehand. Like they'd already filled out a graphic organizer for it and all that. So basically, we're going to take that and use it to revise. We're going to revise on that draft that's in the format and then have them copy that over to their nice paper, and then it's done. Done. Yes. And then we will be doing bat expository writing because that would be super fun. And I usually do that this time of year, and I just hadn't gotten to it yet. So that I can bring in all my batty stuff. We can go batty about bats. That'll be really nice. I also want to do things with spiders, which I haven't done yet, but hey, it's the season. And I have spider erasers, so I'm going to make a spider game to go with it. Yep, I have pumpkins and bats in my TPT store. Next is spiders and probably Frankensteins because we have Frankie little erasers too. And I was going to do black cats too. So I'll try to throw that in there pretty quickly so it's not too late to get it and use it. All right, with that, I bid you adieu. I'll see you in the morning, and I hope you've had a great week.